Hey, Railbirds, welcome to the 2023 uh, World Artistic Pool Championships, coming at you live from the Boys and Girls Club of Bay City here in Bay City, Michigan. This is the second flight of our first discipline, which is the Trick and Fancy and Special Arts. I'm being joined by Mark White and Brian Superman Pauly. How you guys doing?
I'm doing
Hello.
great. I'm happy and honored to be in the booth with the legendary Mark White himself.
All right, let's
Oh, stop it already.
All right, let's talk about our players a little bit here. First up, we have Jamie Moody. Here he is, the Bayou Bullet from Houston, Texas, two-time World Artistic Bank and Kick champion, and two-time World Special Arts champion. Also, we have the driver all the way from New Jersey, Andrew Sozio. And last but not least, Dan Hosier. Oh, I just passed him. I'm new here. Don't mind me. There we go. Dan, spear thrower Hosier from Erie, Colorado.
Spear thrower. I'm glad I'm not there.
I don't want to know how he got his nickname.
All right, and with that, I will turn the microphone over to you two guys. Take it away.
Yeah, don't let Kevin know I said this, Brian, but it's 2024, isn't it? Not 2023.
Yes, it's actually the year 2024, but this is the 2023 World. It's kind of like how the NFL does their Super Bowl in February for the next year. So the Super Bowl actually this coming Sunday is for the 2023 season.
Well, I've learned something. My apologies. My apologies to the boss, Kevin Ross.
Yeah,
No.
I've already gotten comments on the last video said, "Hey, you got the year wrong." I said, "No, I got the year right. Go talk to Brian."
Yeah, no, we were trying to get a 2023 Worlds together with a previous promoter, fell through, and then Jason put together this event. But the dates worked out better for the Boys and Girls Club in February. So we're like, you know what? We'll just do the 2023 Worlds just like the NFL does.
Well, could follow worse, couldn't you, Brian? And what a beautiful venue it is as well. I mean, obviously I'm not there, but I'm sat here looking at it, and it really does look fantastic. A little bit like Jamie's vest, which he's very famous for, of course. Very colourful chap, lovely guy.
120 shots. They're picking from 1 to 3 shots, everybody, in each discipline.
All right, so Jamie's starting off with a classic that most of us do, the 2x2 split shot. Looks really cool. Goes very easily if you set it up right. So easy, even Mark could make it. That's my one dig of the day.
Oh, I doubt it, Brian. I doubt I could, and I also doubt it's your only dig of the day as well. But that's okay.
No, I
I'm
guarantee
here
you
to
can
be
make
knocked
this.
down.
Yeah, so this is kind of like a push shot. So one's going to go in the corner, three's going to go in the side, and then the 5-7 are going to split in either corner pocket. Looks really cool.
There's your buddy in the corner of the screen, Jason Lynch. with
He
the
is over on
familiar
table 3.
Shirt.
Yeah, Jason's over on table 3 over there. And you want to talk about pressure, not only did he set this event up, but he's in his hometown. So,
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? So, can he get off to a fine start? Make this in the first attempt.
here we go.
He certainly can.
Nicely done. And Jamie did a veteran move there. He stopped and he's like, I don't feel right. I want to make sure that this ball is set up correctly. It's no different than a pool player getting down on a shot. It just doesn't feel right. I'm going to step right back up, collect my wares, and then get back down and shoot it.
Yeah, great point there, Brian. Very, very important. If you're not happy, get up, start again. And we go from one man who's very famous for his vests, waistcoats as we call them, over to a man who's very famous for driving just about everywhere, the driver.
Yep, he drives everywhere, which is why we called him that. And I think after a tournament that you were at, he drove you a number of hours to I think it was to the airport, if I remember correctly.
No, we actually changed the plan, and he drove me all the way to. I went to New York, and I went and stayed with Ira Lee for a couple of weeks after that. So yeah, we did have a great journey, and I really got to know the young man there at the table. Very, very interesting guy, super smart, super nice as well, as all you artistic pool players are. I had the time of my life, Brian. Thank you so much for the invite, and it's nice to be invited back, even though I'm not there in person. I'm always there in spirit, believe me.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we are honored that you are being a part of this event. So we love it. And commentating us is not the easiest thing in the world. So when you have people that have done this before, it's great. So you almost got a shoe in.
A foot in the door, huh?
Absolutely.
I don't know whether you heard any of the first match, but I actually invited young Anna Zurikova from Slovakia. I've been following her progress, and she's really getting into these trick shots, Brian. So maybe you're going to have a female on this tour next year.
I hope so. I've been messaging her and commenting on her posts, and now she's starting to do some of the book shots now. So I told her, I was like, all right, we're waiting on you to come compete. So, no, she'd be a good one, I think.
Fantastic, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. I think she'd be a good one, too.
I honestly think, that she's got the great mindset and determination, and more importantly, we all know about how important the passion is in any cue sports, and she's certainly got that.
Absolutely. I love to see the creative stuff she comes up with.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, buddy. Here you go, Andrew. You got this.
Same shot.
Yep, same shot. Here we go. Get there. Nice.
Yes.
Nicely
Always
done,
good to
Andrew.
see both players get off to a winning start, hey, both players. Can he make it a threesome now? My first look at this guy. What do you know about this guy coming up, Brian?
Dan Hosier. All right, so he played a couple years before I started. So I started in 2015. My first Worlds was at the Ozone Billiards World Championship in 2015. Dan played in that event. And then, life sometimes changes, and took a number of years off. But then life allowed him to come back and compete with us, so he's coming back. So we are happy to have Dan back. Very creative guy. He creates a lot of different shots, and actually, I believe it was the 2015 ESPN Trick Shot Magic. One of the players on there used a shot that Dan created.
Oh, nice. I suppose that's kind of like it's one of the holy grails, isn't it? To have one of your shots in the book and then replicated.
Absolutely. So, Dan's coming up with the same shot. This is a shot most people start with.
Yes.
Wiped its feet on the way in.
Yeah, some say that's going in cleanly, right?
All right, everybody.
That's what I always say.
Yep, so everybody's started off, made their first shot on the first attempt. Good for everybody.
Yeah, the reigning champion got off to a great start. I think he made the first 6 shots or something on the first attempt.
Yeah, anytime you can shoot a perfect 40, that's amazing. All right, another classic shot, the Be Still shot. Love this thing. It looks really cool.
It still fascinates me, this one, Brian, because it really, well, it does exactly what it says on the tin, right? The cue ball mustn't move, and it's just a delight to see it. Everything else is moving, but the cue ball stays absolutely still. That's why it's called the Be Still shot.
Absolutely.
Making sure they're stuck together, all touching.
Yep, because if these are not frozen at all, specifically the 3 in the cue ball, the 3 ball doesn't make it down the short rail. So here we go. Andrew's getting ready to attempt this, getting his mind right.
If he makes this first time, we'll have the driver in pole position.
I like it. Come on, 2.
Oh, yes.
Nicely done. All right. Dan is going to come up here and shoot the same shot.
They swap places, right?
Yep, so they change your
swap
order.
places now, don't they?
Mm-hmm. So if you shot first, then you're going to shoot second and then third. So it's a rotation. So you don't have the same people leading out every time.
Uh-huh. I see Jamie's got a new fan, look, right in front of him.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Look at Dan.
They're shooting well, these boys.
It's like everybody's hitting everything on the first attempt. You don't want to be that guy, that misses the first attempt or misses the first shot. Jamie's setting up the same shot. You catch this shot good when the cue ball is frozen to the rail. So in our program, you're allowed to chalk cubes distance for the cue ball to come off the rail a little bit. But you catch it good when it's frozen.
Wow.
Nicely done. These guys don't want to miss.
I always think watching these World Artistic Pool Championships, it's almost, if you didn't know better, you'd think it was a team event because they're all high-fiving each other and congratulating each other and cheering each other on, almost like a team event, but of course it's not. Look at that. Didn't touch the subway. It just caught the far jaw. Beautiful shot, Jamie.
All right, this is another really cool shot. This is the half butterfly, so it's the right side of the traditional butterfly shot, adding in a 3-rail carom on the combo. This one,
for those of you that are new, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say this is one of the shots where they're allowed to have a ball to make it easier, right? It's called what's it called?
Combo ball.
Where they have the plant.
Ball,
yeah, the combo ball.
Mm-hmm.
Helper, that's it.
Helper
That's
ball, there you
what I was
go.
looking for. Helper.
And trust me, on some of the shots, we love having the helper ball.
Yeah. What percentage does it give you, Brian? I guess it gives you. You can hit kind of 2 more rails, can't you? Kind of thing. Well, not that much though.
Yep, it needs to lengthen that out just a little bit. Yeah, on a shot like that, if you're trying to hit just the ball in the pocket, that makes it tougher. But having the combo out, and if you can hit either rail, ahead of time. It, in a sense, makes the pocket bigger.
I was talking with Tom Rossman in the first match about these being new cloths, of course, and the slide on the rails, Brian. Just to explain that to people, that makes it more difficult.
Yeah, especially when we came in, a lot of us came in on Tuesday, the day before, and these felts have been barely touched. And, you know, you're setting it up, it's throwing this way, and then you come in the next day, and it's throwing way differently, and you have to adjust. Ooh, man, that was close. So now whatever he just did to lengthen that cue ball out, he needs to do it a little more. Whether that was changing the speed, changing the angle, changing the spin, whatever he did, just do a little bit more of that.
It looked to me, I could be wrong, that he got a little bit of stun into it and it didn't go wide enough.
Possibly. Like if he came where he came up there, a little bit of high would help lengthen that out.
Yeah. He'll know, though. Expect him to get it this time.
Yep, he's getting close. So in these tournaments, it's not always necessarily making in the first try. It's being able to adjust and then not zeroing out on a shot.
Yeah, it's very important, that, isn't it, Brian? Being able to adjust within 3 shots, of course.
That's one of the reasons why Mike Massey was so good. It wasn't just the fact that he made everything on the first try, it's he could adjust very well. All right, see how Dan adjusted on this third try. Looks better.
Good.
Nicely done, Mr. Hosier.
So how have you been, Brian? How's the practice been going? Are you happy with your game at the moment?
So far, so good. In my first round, I missed 2 shots I normally don't miss, and this was one of them. This one and then a shot coming up in special arts. But, you know, I shot 61, 31-30 in the 2 disciplines. So anytime you hit 30 and higher, that's pretty good. So I'm happy with that. Just got a couple bad rolls here and there, but I'm off to come back for draw and follow tonight and turn it up.
It's good to see Florian, of course, back, and also Mike Massey, who we've already spoken about. How good is it to have Florian back on? It's got to be good for the game, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're talking about the number one most well-known trick shot artist on planet Earth. And he's a high-level player, you know, 39 in the first 2 disciplines. That's almost unheard of. And then just the following that he has. So it's really good to have him back. And he actually helps, you know, a number of us with some shots and everything. So absolutely. And then have him and Mike under the same roof and playing in the same event. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, absolutely true. And I remember he very nicely invited me to his home in Vegas when I was there a couple of years back and did a really nice interview with me. Even did a few trick shots with me on his table. Not as good looking as his wife, of course, but he allowed me on the table. And
I remember seeing those videos. Those were funny.
Yeah. I remember having him on the podcast, and I was talking about how creative he is and how I think that he should and maybe will be the first one ever to play a trick shot with planets.
Nice. All right.
Oh, he's missed the 5 ball. The carom was going to work. What did he do wrong there, do you think?
It depends on where the ball hit on the rail. So obviously that was a setup issue. So then you just got to figure out, okay, where did that hit? Did that hit the short rail? Did they hit the long rail? And then just make your adjustment accordingly. So like when I missed this on one of my attempts, I missed it on the short rail, so I didn't cut it enough. So then you move the setup just a little bit more to that right, and then it should adjust for it and go.
Yeah, he hit the short rail as well, like you just said.
Yeah, so just change your setup a little bit, not that much, and then hit it the exact same way because the carom was on.
So purely just a setup issue.
Yep, this was just a setup issue because here's the thing. An hour ago, you could have practiced this shot and it threw one way, and an hour later, maybe the balls throw half a millimeter to the right or left.
And that's because of atmospherics, maybe more people in the room, hotter, colder.
Atmosphere, more wear on the felt, more wear on the balls, and there's a lot of different variables with that.
It's a tough game.
It can be, and it's one of those when people say like football is a game of inches, pool, especially artistic pool, is a game of millimeters. All right, second attempt
I think
now.
they should make the goal smaller. Make the goals smaller in soccer and football. Like they do the pockets on pool tables.
That would be interesting.
Oh, he changed his mind there and didn't get up.
Looks like he made the adjustment.
Oh,
Drilled it.
hit it perfect.
Did that really, really good. And that adjustment that he made for that top ball hitting the short rail worked.
Went dead centre, didn't it, Brian, that time?
Yeah, that's when you know you hit it good, when it goes dead center.
Looked like he's having more trouble with the scoreboard than he did with that shot.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that, dead centre. Look at that. Come on, he says. Come on. Yes, the Texan.
All right, Andrew's going to shoot a little different shot. Ooh, it's one of his favorites.
He's just showing off, isn't he?
Yeah, this is one of the most famous shots in all of pool, specifically in artistic pool. This was made famous in the 1970s Miller Lite beer commercial by Steve Miserak. This was the last shot in the commercial. So it was 3 trick shots in a row, and it wasn't edited. It was one continuous shot. And at the very end, he makes it. The cue ball comes around, picks up the Miller Lite glass, and looks at the camera and says, "Even when you're just showing off." Hence the name, the Just Showing Off shot.
Well, I never knew that.
So
I'd love to know the origin of words and sayings and names. Great.
So
I think I heard it took a couple hundred takes to do it all in one take, didn't it?
yeah, so interesting story. Back at the Super Birds Expo about 3 or 4 years ago, I actually met Steve Miserak Jr. So I actually showed him this shot in a booth, and he went live on like the Memories of Steve Miserak Facebook page, and I had to hit it on the first try. But he said in the video it was like 225 takes before they got the one that was on TV.
Wow. Certainly was Miller time by the time they finished making that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Or way past Miller time. All right, here we go. Classic. There you go. Smart. If it doesn't feel right, get up, breathe, reset.
He won't be picking up a beer if he makes this, but it will be a bottle of water, that's for sure. A bit like me these days, Brian. Oh,
Close.
so close.
All right, so you just got to see where that 2-ball cross banked. Did it hit before the pocket? Did it hit after the pocket? Judging on that, that's how you know to make your adjustment. And when you have shots like these that have 5 and 6 balls, the best way to practice these and shoot these is use the same numbered balls every time for the same ball.
Yeah, that's a good observation. And to mention Tom Rossman again, he was talking about the speedy shot, you know, where you hit the cue ball first and then make all the other balls, and then the cue ball goes in last. He was saying that he always uses the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because you're used to shooting them in that order, and I thought that was quite a good little tip.
Well, that and also looks cool because you can see it going in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a good visual too.
Do you use that?
For that particular shot, no. I just throw out 7 balls. But for a shot like this, yeah, I'm using what Andrew's doing, same thing, all 6 balls, because when one ball misses, if you just throw out random balls, like, well, which ball missed? You know, which ball is in what position? So if you have them set up like this, the same 6 balls are always these, you know exactly which one missed and why. Come on, Andrew. Second attempt. There you go. You see he stuttered there for a second. It got back up. That's smart.
Yeah, maybe a few nerves. First round, first date, first time on the TV table this tournament, so oh, so close again.
Man, the same thing with that 5 ball, and you got to see where did that hit. Did it hit short rail or long rail? And then if it hit short rail, you turn your cluster a little bit this way. If it hit the long rail first, you turn your cluster a little bit that way. But as you see, the 2 ball went, so we made the correct adjustment on the 2 ball. Let's see where the 5 ball goes.
Oh yeah, hit the side rail.
Yep. So wherever
so close, wasn't it?
Close. So wherever he was aiming that 5 ball at, he just needs to aim that to the left just a hair.
So are you not allowed to have a helper ball on this particular shot?
Not on this one.
Ah.
I remember last tournament Andrew played, he had so many bad rolls to where like it would hit a ball and jar and it wouldn't go, or missing it by millimeters. So sometimes you need to get a little bit of luck. And sometimes you don't get the luck and you hit it good. So
You can see the cogs in the brain working there. What happened last time? So now he'll move these 2 balls, the 6 and the 11. They're just for guidance, of course.
yep, that's his measuring point.
I could have made them 2, Brian.
Yes, everybody has different ways of measuring out things, aiming. You just got to find a system that works for you.
Show us how to show off on that shot. Let's go, buddy.
All right, final attempt here, Andrew. You got this. We want to see this go.
Yeah, you are genuinely rooting for everyone, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
May
Absolutely.
the best man win. Yeah.
Andrew started about the same time I did, so him and I have been friends for a long time.
Get in. Oh, he's missed the 5 again. That's been the problem ball, hasn't it?
Yep.
Every single time he's missed.
It'll be interesting to see where that 5-ball hit. Did it hit the same rail, or did it hit the short rail? Did he over adjust and it hit the short rail? So ooh, this is a nice little shot. I haven't seen this around a lot. I haven't seen too many people shoot this one. This is an old Mike Massey shot. That's in his book. So we're splitting the 2 balls. Cue ball's going 1, 2, 3, 4 rails, coming back, hitting the ball, and then knocking it off a chalk into the pocket. Lots of stuff going on.
So 1 in the side, 3 in the corner. Okay. Cue ball around the angles. Cute shot. I love it.
Yep, see the part of the shot is you bounce the second ball on a chalk cube, and when you hit the 1 ball, it's going to knock the 5 ball off and go in the pocket.
It's little touches like that I like, you know, because you could just leave it as a combo, couldn't you? But it's a nice little touch, that.
All
So
right.
3 in the side.
Yep, go ahead, Mark, you got it.
Is that 14 or the 10, is it?
The 14.
Next to it. The 14 in the corner. Cue ball. 1, 2, 3, 4 rails. Hit the 1 ball. Knocks the 5 off with the chalk into the corner. What could possibly go wrong? Come on, Jamie.
How's it look, Jamie? How's it look, buddy?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at
Oh,
this.
yeah!
Get in there.
Good hit.
Nicely done.
Looks so cool, doesn't it?
I don't know if you guys picked that up on the mic, but he said, I never made it in practice, and that's the first time he made it today.
Wow. Cometh the hour, cometh the man.
That camera work.
He knew, didn't he? Yeah, shout out to Shari Ross, wife of Kevin. Look at that. Good work there, Shari. And he'll watch that time and time again, I'm sure.
Absolutely, I would. He hit that really, really good. So Andrew's setting up a really cool shot. So we needed to get the diagram updated, so instead of doing the 1 ball gap, it's just 7 balls out there. It's the same distance. So, but the shot is still the same. So you make the old Moscone shot with a little bit of extra pizzazz on it. So the cue ball now hits the rail, spins forward, misses the row of blocker balls, hits the cue butt, and then makes the ball in the corner pocket. Lots of stuff going on. This just makes
Trying
the.
to see whose
Go ahead.
rack is he using, Brian?
He's using his own. He's using his own Delta rack.
Oh, it's his own, is it?
Yep.
Ah. It was upside down, so I couldn't read the name. I'm not very good at reading upside down. Back to front, I'm okay.
Nice. There's a lot of stuff going on in this shot, and it's really cool to watch.
There you see in the background Jason Freddie Lynch, the Michigan kid in his hometown. I saw he was on Breakfast TV earlier in the week. That's good to see that it's getting lots of publicity. And this year, Brian, you're raising money for the Boys and Girls Club. Just tell viewers a little bit about that, please.
Yeah, so all the door sales for the event are going to the Boys and Girls Club. We got some raffles that we're going to kind of split with the Boys and Girls Club. And let's just say there's something else that we're going to do for the Boys and Girls Club. that is not public yet, but it'll be made known Friday night at our mixer. So
You can tell us. We won't tell anyone.
Yeah, come on. There's no one watching. Come on.
I don't know if Kevin would like to hear that. All right, come on, Andrew, you got this, buddy. All right, so you got the four balls. So I just need a little more top spin on this, but he's got the setup correct. So, but Saturday, when we're on here on Saturday, then we'll be able to disclose what else we're doing for the Boys and Girls Club because of this event.
I'm going to hold you to that. This certainly has connotations of the through the window shot for me, Brian. Now, you know I love that shot, and I remember you making it last time this tournament was on. I love that shot.
It's almost like the same aim point, in a sense, on how you hit the window. So, and as you know, the window is my favorite shot. So,
are we going to see it this time? And more importantly, are we also going? I've got 3 favourite shots of mine. Well, actually 2. Actually 4. Easy button. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Through the window and circular draw. I love those shots.
I can guarantee you're going to see the 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3 and the easy button in this round. All right, second attempt here for Mr. Sozio. All right, here we go.
Need to cue it smooth. Follow through high on the cue ball. Get that cue ball working.
Oh, come on.
There it goes.
Oh, 2 ball went off.
Didn't make the 2.
Oh, man. All right, so the easy way to adjust that when you're in your setup, just turn your 2 ball to the left just a hair. And that opens up that angle to go down in the pocket.
Slide it in off the long rail more so. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, so that hit the short rail. So you needed to kind of shorten that angle up a little bit. So that'll either allow it to slide off the long rail or go into the pocket straight. So, but he cued it perfectly. He hit it with the high right spin that you need for this shot. Speed was great. It's just where he hit on the ball, just threw the 2 ball a little bit. So he's just got to make one minor adjustment. Shot will go. I still remember the story, Mark, when Jason hit the circular draw and you about woke up your neighbors in the hotel.
Oh, yes. I did it earlier on a shot in the first round, and I remembered I'm living in an apartment block, and I've just had a new neighbour move in today. I was a little bit annoyed. They were drilling, you know, not pool drilling. They were drilling holes in the wall earlier on, and I thought, oh no, this is just my luck that they're going to be doing this the day that I'm going to have to commentate. And then it quietened down, and then the tournament started, and all was good, and I started getting really excited and shouted, and I thought, I bet they're saying the same about me. We got a noisy neighbour.
All right, here we go. Third try, Andrew. Put it all together here.
Yes. Oh.
Missed the 4 ball. Man. This is looking a lot like Nationals. Like, this is what would happen to Andrew last tournament. Like, he'd hit everything great, and then just one little thing's off.
Did he miss a different ball every time, or did he miss the 2?
He missed a different ball every time.
Yeah, so it's tough, isn't it, to make that, you know, which adjustment.
And I love Dan Hosier's way of carrying the rack around the table.
Yeah, just hope he doesn't. You know, have you ever done it where you can't find your glasses and they're on your head and he's looking for the rack? Where'd I put the rack? It's round your neck, mate. It's round your neck.
He just says that, hey, so I don't forget it, so I don't lose it.
Honey, I bought you some new jewellery. I know how much you love your artistic pool. It's a necklace. It's a rackless.
Nice. So Dan is going to switch the side and shoot it a different way.
Do you think that might be because he just saw it miss 3 times from the other side?
Possibly.
Could that be something to do with it, maybe?
Possibly. Or as Tom
like
Rossman,
breaking from the other side.
yeah, or as Tom Rossman would say, Dan's a right-hander. This is a left-handed pool table, so you gotta switch this. You gotta switch sides.
Yeah,
All
he's
right,
got
here we
some
go.
jokes, hasn't he, Tom?
Oh yeah. All right, so we got the setup right. Just needed to put a little bit more high on that, a little more stroke on it, and that ball will go.
Yeah, because a lot of people say, well, you know, if you set them up and just hit them, then you make them. It's all about the setup. Okay, maybe a few shots are like that, but some you still, or most of them, you still have to stroke correctly, don't you, to get that nice follow through and the spin that you require on the ball.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there'll be 9-10 point shots that people think, oh, that's easy. Then I set it up. I'm like, all right, here you go, hit it. And 20 tries later, they still don't have it. You know, like the circular draw. Like, you can set that up correctly, but if you don't have the stroke for that, then it's not going to go.
I've tried that so many times, that shot.
All right, here we go. Dan, second attempt. See if he made his adjustment.
No, it was the same thing again. It was a stroke, wasn't it? A little bit snatchy, Brian.
Yeah, a little bit. And you saw that ball spinning sideways, so maybe he cued too much side spin and not enough top, which is possible.
Yeah, and the more right hand spin on the cue ball, obviously, or left hand, whatever the case might be, the cue ball is getting smaller at the top, isn't it? So you've got to hit that sweet spot. You need enough high, but you also need a bit of spin. Is he putting some side spin, or was that unwanted?
You're supposed to hit this with high and side spin, so this would be a high right in this case. So it looked like in that last attempt, and maybe he hit maybe too much right, not enough top, possibly. So let's see what he does here. Third attempt. Oh, that looks good.
Oh, that's the spin. Oh, what a
How'd he hit it? Nicely done. Third attempt.
If you ever wanted a video to explain a shot, that was it. Absolute perfection. What a stroke. What a beautiful shot.
Yeah, he hit that really, really good. Here we go. Look at this.
Look at that cue ball when it comes. Oh, it just missed a 3 as well.
And you
Perfect.
notice how that cue ball bit forward? I think he added a little more top spin onto that.
Yeah.
Hit that really good. So in 5A, so that's that perfect setup. Little 3 balls in the middle. There you go.
I like this one as well.
This is deceivingly hard. People may see it like, oh, it's just 3 ball cluster in the middle. Well, it's a little tougher than that. And then you got the 3 rail carom off of that. There's a reason why this is a 10-point shot.
Yeah, we saw a couple of players earlier on struggle with this one. Not with making the balls. It was the 3 rail carom that was presenting the problem, especially on this new cloth. Let me ask you, Brian, how crazy was the 48-hour marathon that Florian did? Just insane, wasn't it?
It was nuts. I commentated for a good portion of that. I remember when he got a hold of me, he says, "Hey, can you help him do some commentary on this?" And he told me what he was doing. I was like, "You're doing what?" But I figured it was perfect practice for the Worlds, right? Because he went through our program 19 and a half times.
That was kind of my reaction when he asked us to stream it, but we couldn't do it because we were busy at Derby.
So I
remember that day. Do you, Brian? Yeah.
Yeah, I texted Florian like 3 days before the event, and I said, "Hey, how you feeling?" He goes, how you feel you're going to get through all this?" He goes, "Nope, I'm going to die." So, no, but he got through it, and it was an amazing thing to see there in person. But I knew he was hurting really bad to do it, as far as like his back and everything. So he got through it.
Yes, that's an interesting point, because I told him when you attempt the 72-hour marathon, what you need to do is not have a ball return, because his biggest injury came from bending down and picking the balls out of the tray all the time. It'd be much better pulling them out of the pockets, right?
Absolutely. His 24-hour attempt, he had a drop pocket table. So the adjustment here with Andrew, so he made 2 of the balls, and then the one, I believe it's the one in the side that he missed. So that's just a quick adjustment on the balls on the side. But he's hitting everything really, really good. He's just getting very unlucky. You know,
why
like,
do some people seem to get all the bad luck?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't, sacrifice a live chicken to the pool gods this morning or something. I don't know.
Or a bucket of KFC.
He's
a la Major League.
He's a vegetarian. I'm sure it wasn't that. It might have been a nut, a butternut squash or something he sacrificed.
So that's why you got to get a little bit of luck with some of these. And like I said, he was hitting them good. And I guess the pool analogy is, let's say Shane Van Belding just absolutely destroys a 10-ball rack, spreads out everything, makes 4 balls, and then gets hooked.
Yeah, good comparison.
Yeah, it's not that he hit it bad. He hit it great. It's just a little bit of bad luck there. So.
I just saw Tim Chin, I think, in the background, didn't I?
Yep, he's here. Shooting good as always. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, cue ball, lengthen out.
No. Yeah, that is how we were seeing it missed, though, Brian, in the first matchup of the day. The cue ball not lengthening and going short.
Yeah, so the adjustment on this is just add a little bit of top on this to kind of lengthen it out. And this room has been going crazy with all the people in here and people making shots left and right. So apparently, I think Abram just shot a perfect score in special arts. Maybe, I don't know, but somebody said 40. So
that's the big man, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, too tall.
Too tall, that's it. I was trying to think of his nickname. Too tall.
And one of our qualifiers, 22-year-old Keegan, he's making shots left and right now. All right,
I
Andrew,
remember there was another youngster last year. He's gone studying, apparently.
Theo,
that's it. What a great prospect he was. Lovely kid.
Yeah, if he would have played in this crowd, this field would have been even more stacked than it is. All right, here we go, Andrew. Third try. Come on. Oh.
long way off that time.
Yeah, he's so close on
Struggling
all
just
these.
a little bit.
Yeah, he's so close on all these. It's just a little bit of luck here, and he's scoring way better. So now Dan's going to shoot the same shot. I saw him practicing this earlier, so I know he's going to set this same shot up.
I think it's so great to see youngsters taking up this sport because, you know, it's not, I mean this in the nicest possible way, it's not kind of a first thought, is it? If you're into cue sports, you kind of pick other things to start maybe and then go into this later on. So I think it's great to see youngsters taking it up as the primary sport.
Yep, and Keegan on the next table just shot a 10-point special art shot on the first try. Good for him.
What's his surname, Brian?
It's Keegan Bodur. Can't remember how to pronounce his last name, like Bodur or Bordur, something like that. So he'll be on the stream table for his bank kick and stroke round. There we go.
There he is. Badur. Magic. I know this guy. He plays rotation. I've seen him at tournaments.
Yeah, he plays really good regular pool.
I saw him in Michigan at the Michigan Open. He played in the pro event there. Yes, I knew that hair.
All right, here he goes. Dan, first attempt at this 10-point shot. Okay. So that's just a setup issue. Actually, it's not really a setup thing because they're in a set setup. That's just angling your cue ball a little bit. So he caught that a little too thick. So he's going to have to catch it a little thinner on this.
So if you're catching it thinner, you're going to have to make some adjustment with the cue ball then, right? So you'll have to aim lower on the cue ball, or would you go higher on the cue ball?
Depending on where the three-railer went. If the three-railer that he missed on this attempt, the three-railer went, I wouldn't change too much, but since you're thinning it, I would probably I wouldn't put as much high on it. Be more center spin. And also on the same table, Wayne Parker just did a 10-point special art shot on his first attempt, so they were scoring a lot.
Everyone's coming out swinging on day one of the 2023. Yes, I did say 2023. Brian will explain why. The 2023 Artistic Pool Championships.
Here you go, Dan. Second attempt. Here we go. This is looking better. Look at this.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Nicely
yes.
done. Drilled that one. Good for Dan. But yeah, as Mark said, this is 2023. So you were trying to get a 2023 Worlds earlier in the year. Didn't happen. And when we were putting this one together, this is the date that worked for the Boys and Girls Club. Man, he hit this good.
Yeah, cue ball still went that way, Brian, which it did on the previous two occasions. It was always going to that side rail, but of course had the help up. And it helped him out.
Absolutely.
It done its job.
And a 35 in special, 35 in Triggered Fancy, that's pretty good. Anytime you get in the 30s for a discipline, that's pretty good.
They both got 40.
What's going on here?
So there's no tiebreaker on that because they're both 40. They both get.
Same shot?
Okay, that's it. And they're going to go ahead 38s. They're on fire.
Yeah, I believe this is the same shot. Brian's having a little conversation here. I think there was two players that both scored a perfect 40 over on one of the other tables. Brian can tell us
Pretty
about that.
strong.
Okay, so Tom just came over and asked me a quick question about there's a tiebreaker. So both Gaston Tomadani and Abram Diaz both shot 40 out of 40 special arts, ousting Florian by a point. So they shot a 78 round, which is crazy, because they both shot 38 in trick and fancy. So right now, we have a 3-way tie for our leader at 78 points.
Gaston.
That's incredible. Has that ever happened
Was
before?
he the guy
That has
from-
never happened before.
Wow.
All right, come on, Jamie. Ooh, that was so close.
Wow, close.
So, I mean, he just cut it just a little bit too much. So I'll just get a little bit, more fuller, and then he should have this. But yeah, this is the first time that I know of that we've had a 3-way tie for first after 2 disciplines. And the fact that these guys literally have only missed 2 attempts, not a shot, just 2 attempts. They've made all 10 shots.
Incredible. And Florian finishing in third with just a point behind with 39. I mean, it's insane standard, isn't it, already?
Yeah, so he went 39-39, which means he had a total of 78. Gaston and Abram went 38-40. So they're both, all 3 of them are tied with 78.
Tremendous.
Everybody's bringing it this week. All right, so Jamie's going to make his adjustment, make sure he's got his cluster set up correctly. And going to make sure he hits it correctly with the right amount of spin. And like I said, he just barely missed it before.
There's Mr. Tom Rossman. Dr. Q.
Yep, the godfather of all of this. If it wasn't for Tom, none of this would be around.
Incredible. Still as passionate about it as he was on day one, by the sounds of it.
Oh, absolutely. I tell people if I have half of Tom Rossman's energy when I'm his age, I'll be happy.
I don't have
I
half
see
his
you've
energy
been
now.
You've been working out, haven't you, Brian? I've been watching you going to the gym and keeping in trim.
Trying to. I've taken, in a sense, a month and a half off to get ready for this event. So, because it was either go to the gym and not practice as much, or practice as much as I need to and not go to the gym. So I sacrificed not going to the gym, but I'm trying to keep my diet in check. So, but doing pretty good. All right, come on, Jamie. Second
Good for you.
attempt. Looks like he made his adjustment.
Yes. Oh,
Nice
perfect.
shot. Second attempt, 9 points for Mr. Jamie Moody, a 38 in trick and fancy. That's impressive.
To shouts of "Come on, baby!" Not for the first time. Brilliant.
And that's a tough shot, so you got to be excited for that.
I mean, look. Oh. Come on, baby.
Nice. All right. So we're going on to the special art discipline now. And Dan is shooting a classic that's been around for a while. It's called The Hand is Quicker Than the Eye. This is not a legal shot.
This is a naughty shot.
This shot was actually made famous
Blinking,
in
you'll
the
miss
Hustler. Oh, you can absolutely make this. I'm sorry, you can absolutely miss this.
You really need to follow through here, don't you?
So the 11 ball didn't go, so that means either he had it set up incorrectly, or maybe he didn't follow all the way through with the cue and maybe put some spin on the ball. And there could be a lot of different things, the reason why this shot doesn't go. But as you saw, that you basically push straight through, so the cue ball goes straight through the setup and actually connects the ball that's in front, and that makes the split shot.
So he's set that slightly off to allow for the throw.
Alright, so here we go. So get a little better explanation once we get this set up here. So
This was my first ever trick shot I did, Brian, back in 1976.
nice. So when
Yes,
he hits
I'm
this,
old.
so when he hits this, the 9 and the Q, the 9 and the 1 kind of separate, or the Q and the 9 separate, and the Q stick follows all the way through, hits the 1, and then makes the 11 and the 3. Just like that.
Nicely done.
5 points for Dan.
So pretty close. And look how far Andrew, the driver, has fallen back with those. So close he was on so many shots. And as you said, a little bit unlucky. And it's cost him way back on 13 points. There you see the, oh, you cheat.
That's great camera work right there and amazing slow-mo, so that's awesome.
What's going on
so
over
Michael
there?
Hewitt,
We're on the wrong table.
Yeah. So Michael Hewitt, one of our qualifiers, just hit a 10-point special art shot on his first try. It's the one where you shoot the cue ball off the chalk over the balls and counter them back and make them.
Yes.
He just hit that.
I remember it well. It was in the final last year, wasn't it?
Yes,
that
it was.
They used that as the shootout shot, remember?
I think that was a special art shootout. Yep.
Yeah, I remember it.
All right, Jamie's going to beat the 4 ball here. Ooh. Missed both those balls. Didn't expect that. So now just basically make sure your setup is correctly, because if you hit the head ball, the 1 ball dead center, they should split every single time if set up correctly. So the key to this shot is just basically the speed of that first ball to make sure it goes, and then also obviously going in, and then hitting a correct shot on the 1-4 combo to where it hits dead center on the 1 ball. So in a sense, you're shooting a stop shot and then re-hit again. And here we go. Beat the 8 is what we're going to do.
Oh, missed the easy part.
All right, so you could do one of two things here. Is one, hit that ball a little harder to maybe, if it rolled out any, to alleviate that, or remove your aiming point of the 8 ball.
Can you put the 8 ball anywhere?
What was that, Mark? There's a lot of people clapping their first shot.
Yeah, I was just asking, can you put the 8 ball anywhere you want to?
Yep, it's anywhere behind
purely
the second
preference?
line.
Okay.
So basically, you want to line up a stop shot, basically, and then just shoot straight on to the combo.
Yeah, it's all about getting settled, isn't it? Get steady on the second shot, like now.
That looks good.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Everybody can enjoy the stream table. There was 3 on that table. That's why we're still 4 shots to go. There was 2 in each piece, so just enjoy this match here. It's on the screen.
All right, so Andrew's going to come up with his 6-point special art shot. I think he's doing the same shot.
Yeah, got really settled there, didn't he? Perfect
Took his time.
place on the 8. Yeah.
Even this shot, I could have a pool player try this shot and might actually be too tough for him because, okay, you're shooting it. I got to automatically get up and then turn around and shoot another shot.
Yeah. Especially some of the slower players, mentioning no names.
Yep, I think I know who you're talking about on a couple of them, but we're not going to go ahead and say anything.
You guys are talking about me like I'm not even here.
All right, so he's got the cue ball angled a little bit on the combo. Normally you want to try to keep a stop shot and have it nice and straight on that front ball, but also there's a way to hit it if you're more angled. So and that's the way he practices that. So
I'm sure I saw a picture of him when he just arrived in Michigan by the sign, and he had a big beard. He's obviously had a shave. Do you not allow beards? Is it like the army or the police force? You're not allowed to have a beard?
no, you can have a beard, but no, Andrew likes to look good on stream, so I'm guessing that's why he wanted to shave it off. But so after this round, before our next round, we'll have the updated standings now that both groups of players have gone through Trick and Fancy and Special Arts. So we'll have an updated standings by the time the next time we Railbirds goes live for Draw and Follow tonight.
Excellent.
And I think we're going to have about 5 or 6 players in the 70s, which is nuts.
Oh, he's missed that 8 ball again.
Same way. Yeah.
Same place, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be here for the next round. I've got to go and jump on a bus, Brian, and collect my visa, my Chinese visa from Bangkok. I'm off to China in March, so I have to go and get my visa. Oh, that just moved, that did.
Yeah, just got to make sure he's got that ball set up correctly.
But your good friend Gloria Jean is going to be joining you, I believe.
Yeah, she's going to help out for a little bit of the time. And I believe we may have Dr. Q back in the booth as well. All right, so let's see if he changes this up any.
Yeah, so it's the 8 or the 3 in this case that he's been missing, isn't it?
Correct. That's that head ball
Into
he's
this
been
bottom
missing.
right-hand corner. There's a shot like this we play on a snooker table. It's called the disappearing shot, but we don't use the third ball. It's just the 2 balls that we use, but all 3 balls go in: the cue ball, the 3 and the 9. Yeah, he's rushing it, isn't he? I've just seen that. He's rushed that and stabbed at it, and he's not hitting accurately on that head ball, Brian.
Yeah, and I also think him going at it at an angle like that probably isn't the easiest way to do this. If you try to do the stop shot to where the cue ball is in a nice straight line with that head ball, it makes that shot a lot easier.
Yeah, you're not having to take any kind of aim, are you? You know, it's just dead straight on. Oh, this
Right.
is a nice shot.
This is the second shot that I missed in prelims. That when I missed it, I was like, man, because I usually don't miss this shot. But that's the thing. Even easy shots like this, if you don't give it its due, can come back to bite you. So it's a cool looking shot. It's got the stacker ball. Make a couple balls. Cue ball goes 3 rails, hits the stick, and then makes the ball that was on top of the stacker ball.
Yeah, he's not a magician as well. That is a special ball for those of you seeing it for the first time.
All right, so stacker ball is going to go, the one ball, this is his stacker ball, it's going to go on the side. 5 ball is going to go in the upper corner. Cue ball 2 rails, hits the stick, slides down, and makes the 4 ball. Come on, 5, get there. Look at that.
Oh, yes.
Ooh,
Oh, yes.
nicely done. Pocket speed.
Yeah, we saw the defending champion play that shot earlier, and he really had that cue angled, Brian, into the middle pocket, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can slide that cue, the cue stick that it's hitting. It can actually be angled out even as far as the diamond, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
so some
it
people,
was, yeah, you're right.
So some people may have it more towards the center, maybe about a half diamond, quarter diamond past the side pocket. But he had it right where he needed it to have it. A little bit of body English there. It's like, whew.
A little bit of a palpitation.
Be still my beating heart.
Be still now, there's a great shot I love.
All right, so Andrew's going to come here with the same shot.
Andrew of Italian descent. I know he goes to visit family there occasionally.
Probably not, because he doesn't fly in a plane. I don't think they've designed a car yet that allow him to drive on water.
He has been, though. I think he went by boat from somewhere to somewhere. He's definitely been there because I've seen the pictures, Brian. 100% he's been there.
Yeah, so him going on a boat makes a lot of sense. All right, take your time.
I don't know why so many people are scared of flying. I'm not scared of flying. I'm scared of crashing.
Oh, you hit this with some
Yes.
pace. Nicely done.
Hit with conviction.
Yeah, he was upset for missing that 6-pointer, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to fire this ball in. And you know you hit it good when the cue ball scratches behind it. That means you hit it dead center.
The Italian passion on display there.
Yeah, he caught that really, really good.
Oh, look at that. Grit and determination in the face. And I'm going to make the cue ball as well, just to make sure. Yeah.
He fired that ball in. That was so awesome.
He looks a little bit like you, Brian, this guy, from a distance.
Yeah, maybe from a distance. Maybe we could be related.
With my eyesight, anyway.
Yeah, so Dan's using his cue stick as like a measuring device. So the cue that the cue is hitting, or the cue ball is hitting, has to be behind that first diamond line. So he basically laid his cue down along the first diamond line to say, okay, I can go up to here.
Ah, interesting.
And he's angled a little more, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Oh,
Nicely done, and he scratched behind it as well.
carbon copy of Andrew Sozio's.
Yeah, instant replay.
I don't know about you, Brian, but I'm loving this.
Here we go. Instant replay. All right, well, Mark, you're going to get to see one of your favorite shots.
The 3-2-1? Yes. Oh no, this one, the button, the easy button. Yes, I like this one.
So I was on the table next. I was on table 3 for the first round, and I saw Chi Ming Lin when he fired that last ball in. It just barely got in before the cue ball.
Yes, exactly. I was commentating on it.
That was exciting. So the cool thing about Andrew with this shot, and he's the only player in our field that does this, when he gets to the last set of 4 balls, he switches to left-hander because it's easier for him to stretch, and he's actually ambidextrous, so. That's really cool to see him do that, because I know I can't do that.
The John Mora of artistic pool, or Ronnie O'Sullivan even.
I like the analogy. Actually, it would probably be more Ronnie, because Ronnie will play right-handed, left-handed during the game, where John had to switch and be left-hander full time.
Yeah. I mean, which is harder? Which is more talented? It's a tough question, that one.
I'd call it a draw on that one. All right, here we go.
Cue ball around 3 rails. Limbering up. Psyching himself up. And again.
Looking good.
And once more. Oh, he's
miscued.
miscued. He took a bit of a swipe. Took a swipe at it. Oh, it was going so well. I honestly thought he was going to get that first attempt.
I think it was me and Abram. We've made the comment, when you miscue on a shot like that, part of your soul dies.
There's 2 sounds in the world which well, 3. A baby crying is horrifying. Second is a miscue, and the worst thing has got to be when a cue falls over onto a ceramic tiled floor.
I would
Part of me
agree.
dies when that happens. Oh, sacrilege.
So people wondering why the piece of chalk is on the table. It's basically, it's a ball width off of the 4 ball, the head ball there. You just got to make sure you don't touch it when you do your 3-railer. Andrew taking his time, getting his head right. I have a feeling he's going to make
As you
this on
saw
this
there,
attempt.
everyone else all finished watching.
Yep, all the players are watching. Everybody in the room's watching. You'll watch him make this shot here.
Now don't miscue.
And he miscued
He's done
again.
the same again. Chalk your cue, Drew. Chalk your cue.
And he was hitting those so good with such good pace. Like I said, he has got to be one of the most unluckiest players in our field because he's hitting things so good, it's just missing by just a little bit.
Yeah, scoreline isn't doing him any justice. He's been a lot closer than the 20 points suggest.
All right, here we go. He's going to set all this back up. And that's one of the things you don't want to miss, the shots that have the most balls to set up, because then you got to set them all up again. All right, there you go. Chalk that tip, make sure it's nice and good.
Yeah, that cue on the table, the butt of the cue is for the cue ball to hit.
He's getting in his head. Now he's got to let that go. Take a breath, and here we go. Third and final attempt.
It was more. It was more than he wasn't settled, rather than, you know, he swiped across it rather than a chalk issue.
All right, come on.
This
Here
is
we
the
go.
one.
Flip it.
He's done it. He's done it. He's done it.
Nicely done, Andrew.
See, that's when I miss not being there, Brian. The camaraderie between all you players cheering each other on. Fantastic. Well worth another look. He really worked hard for this, didn't he? Oh.
Look at that camera work. Look at this. Bam, and then switches.
Wow. Yeah, I forgot about the switch. Great shot.
So Darren's doing 3A. He's like, that's too much work for me. I'm doing 3A. That's that speed demon with the 7 balls in the middle before the cue ball goes.
Yeah, super tough. Going from one extreme to the other. Very slow now. Very quick, like a machine gun. He's done it. Oh, he's missed the 14. I can't believe it.
Oh, man, that's perfect
Oh, he did
speed
the
on the
hard
cue
bit.
ball.
Oh.
Basically, he just has to hit that cue ball exactly the same way he did it. I mean, it was perfect speed.
He's got quite a few gaps as well between those balls.
Yep, you're allowed to have
So a
gaps.
little
Yep.
bit, yeah. I was talking to Tom about this earlier on, and you know, basically you've added about another 4 inches to movement that you've got to do. You know, ½ inch between each ball, 7 balls, 3.5 to 4 inches. So you've got to be very quick.
Absolutely. You know, some people may have these balls closer together for that exact reason, so you don't have to keep moving down.
And that setup there would really mess with Tom's head, because he has to have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He has 1 through 7, just not in the order. But here we go. Second attempt. Ooh, that's quick.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, he hit that cue
Bit
ball
of a
first a
panic
little
set in.
fast. Yeah, if
It just
he
reminded me.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now he
No,
hit
no,
that
you go ahead.
he hit that cue ball just a little bit too quick. That's why he was rushed to go in there. If he would have had the speed from his first attempt, it would have been perfect.
You reminded me of what my music teacher once said to me. She said, you're playing the wrong notes. You're playing the wrong notes on the piano. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm playing the right notes, just in the wrong order.
Hey, here we go. Third attempt.
Oh dear, it's quick.
Yeah, it was too quick.
Yeah, it was too quick again.
Yeah, it's a tough shot. The that first attempt was the best one he had. If you'd have got that other ball, it'd have been perfect.
Yeah, he missed the 14 ball, didn't he? The last ball he missed.
Well, now Jamie's going to try his hand at the easy button.
Whenever I see this shot set up, Brian, it always reminds me of one of those things you have in an office on the desk, you know, of the balls, the perpetual moving balls. It always reminds me of that when I see this setup.
Yep, it looks very similar.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
That one.
Newton's Cradle.
I knew you'd come in with that. Thank you so much, Kevin. That would have bugged me all night. Thank you.
Kevin is good for some things.
I tell you what, he's very quick on Google.
All right, so while he's setting this up, we're going to give everybody a little bit of an idea on who's coming up on the stream the next couple times. So tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, it'll be myself, Florian Venom Kohler, and Anthony Della Merced. He was one of our qualifiers. He's blurred vision trick shots on Instagram, and he's got a huge following online. So us three are going to go draw and follow tonight, and then tomorrow, I think it's around noon, draw and follow will be none other than Mike Massey himself, Jason Lynch, and Michael Hewitt, one of our other qualifiers.
Wow. Well, you've just sorted out my viewing for my bus trip to Bangkok. I'm going to be watching Florian and you battle it out on my way to Bangkok. Who's going to be commentating? I guess Tom Rossman.
Yeah, Tom will be in on that.
Wow, he took his time there.
He had a long bridge on the last shot.
Yeah, that's why Drew Sozio switches hands because of that. They're about the similar height, I would imagine.
All right, so we're going to go to 4B after this, which is reverse wing shots. Here we go. Look at that, and look how long this bridge is on the last couple shots. Alright, so Dan's doing what's called reverse wing shots. So he's rolling the cue ball out first, and then he's caroming the ball off the cue ball behind the chalk into the pocket. So each ball is worth 3 points. So you get a maximum of 9, and you get 3 shots at it. So right now, he's currently got 0 points. Alright, now he's got 3 in his first set. Now he's going to try to get as many points as possible.
I saw Strickland playing this shot.
Yeah, Earl does
pool room here in Thailand.
Yep, Earl does regular wing shots, I believe, when you roll the object ball out first and then make it with the cue ball. And so this is the reverse version.
Correct.
This is the carom version, and that does not count. You cannot touch the chalk. You have to go behind it. So that's why it'd be interesting to see Earl with this version, because where he's making contact on most of his wing shots is right where that chalk is. So it'd be interesting to see Earl try this with the chalk, because then he has to go behind it. So right now Dan currently has 3 points. Now he's going for a 6 or 9 if he makes all 3.
Next time I see Earl attempt it, I'm going to run up and put a bit of chalk on the table.
All right.
Good shot.
Well, he's got 3 now, so he's got 2 more swings at this to try to get either 6 or 9. Here we go. Come on, Dan. All right, so He's got 3 right now, so he can try to get 6. Six points for Dan Hosier on reverse swing shots. Nice. The key to that one is the rolling the ball at the exact same angle every time and with the right speed, and then so you can hopefully set yourself up with the same carom angle. All right, so Jamie's doing 4C. We also call that the 3-6-9. That's the 4-ball gap shot. Yep, you know this one, Tom. You know this one, Mr. White.
Yes, I do know this one. 3 times in between to make 6 points, is it? And then go for the 9 points.
Correct, yeah. So if you go through 1 time, it's 0. You go through the second time, it's 3. You go through the third time, it's 6. And then you go through the 4th time and try to make the ball. This is very big on speed control in your stroke. So this looks easy. This is not an easy shot. All right, 1 time through. Good pace. 2. Third time through. He's got 6 points. So go for 9. Does it get it? Look at this. Drilled it. 9 points.
Brilliant.
As one of our players from Texas, the late Curtis Robinson, would say, get that 9. He was known as the redneck Q guy.
That was really nicely played, wasn't it? It was nice tempo he played that at, Brian.
Absolutely.
Complete control, really nice control. We're getting a replay of Tom Rossman's conversation there. See him getting right on the line where he wants to be, just waits for the cue ball, draws the cue back, and then strokes it around, and this, the big one. Perfection.
All right, Andrew's going to try the same shot on the separate end of the table. So here we go.
Jamie in the mood.
Yeah, Jamie's bringing it right now. Oof.
Oh.
Didn't get it, so that's 0 points on that one. I think he hit that first shot a little too quick. All right, here we go, second attempt.
So are you playing this with a little bit of left-hand spin, or is it just plain ball and making the correct angle?
Yes. it really depends on your preference. Some people may start it off with a little bit of left to get it going, and then just hit center to keep it going, and then hit left on the final hit. Some people hit left on all 4 of them. That's really just your preference.
He's gone pretty hard with that one as well.
Right.
Oh, just missed a 3.
Look at this.
Oh, he's done it.
Come on. Oh, man. Raised up. He gets 6 points on his second attempt at this, so now he's going to go for 9.
Wow, watching these again, Brian, it really does whet my appetite to play. I mean, my pool playing days are more or less over, really. I prefer to watch it now and commentate than I do to play, but this is one of them things that I could really have a bit of fun with, and start enjoying the game again.
Absolutely. This is the fun stuff, as I like to say, but it can also be extremely nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Come on, Andrew. Just get the 9 points on this. Third attempt.
bit slower this time.
Nice and controlled. There we go. 3
Played that
points.
two-handed almost.
6 points. Here we go. Let's go for it. Oh, just
Yeah,
clipped the
went too
ball.
far.
Just clipped the ball.
Went too far.
But 6 points for Andrew. All right, so now we're going into the 10 points, and I have a sneaking suspicion that at least 2 of these players are shooting the 3-2-1 1-2-3.
Yes. Let's see how quick we can see. Yep, he is.
I remember at a playoff match, Andrew had to play Jamie at the last event. Jamie hit this. Andrew came up, hit the first ball way too fast, but still drilled it anyways, and it was such a great thing to see.
So hit the third ball. The 3 ball, sorry, first, but it must go in last.
It's looking good.
The 2 ball second.
Look at this. Come on,
he's
3 ball.
looking
Get
very
in
good.
there.
No, no,
Oh, man. Good speed,
no.
though.
Not,
He just aimed it into the point when he first hit it.
yeah, I think the table was pretty true. Done a marvellous job, haven't they, setting these tables up?
Oh, absolutely. Statewide Billiards did an amazing job for this. All right, second attempt, 9 points. Looking good.
Oh, he's a little bit off again,
Looking
though,
good.
isn't he?
Come
Look.
on, get in there. Yes,
He's okay.
9 points. Jamie Moody did not miss a shot in Special Arts. Did not miss a shot in Trick and Fancy. 75. Look at that. Andrew's going to do the same shot.
Yeah, he could do with the full 10 points here, couldn't he, just to get back in the overall race.
Absolutely. Here's the crazy part. So we got a 3-way tie at first for 78. We have a player, Jimmy Glanville, I think, shot a 76. And now Jamie shooting a 75. 5 players after the first round in the 70s, which is crazy. Ooh, that was close.
Oh, it was the 1 ball that was the not on target.
Yeah, I think he just went right off the point on that. If he would have went clean into the pocket, that would have went. I guess a good analogy of where our scoring is and how crazy it is and how good they're shooting. It's like after the first round of a golf tournament, you got 5 people, like 9 under par.
So last chance. Is this the last chance or was it the second go?
Second attempt.
Second attempt. Come on, Andrew. 3 ball first, 2 ball second. First ball last, but and then go in the reverse order. I love it.
Oh, 2 ball rattled out. Man, he's hitting this so good. He's just got a few like millimeters off. That's what I'm saying. Andrew could have such a higher score right now than what he has.
You can't hit that far point, can you? You need to hit the near one.
All right, collect
Jamie
yourself,
talking
buddy.
to his fan.
Yep, Jamie in the chat over there on his phone. All right, Andrew, collect yourself, buddy. Get this. It's now worth 8 points. 40 and 2 discs, 40 in a round's not bad.
Yeah, this shot messes with my head when I've tried it. It's really weird that you're hitting the 3 ball first, but it's got to go in last.
Yep. I mean, if you can get 20 points per disc, or if you can do 40 points in a round, that's a 160 scoring pace. That's pretty good. All right, here we go. Ooh, he hit that 2 ball a little too hard when he hit it.
2 ball too hard.
All right. Ooh, this is a good one. This is the shot that Keegan made early on his first try, and so did Michael Hewitt. This is a cool looking shot.
Oh, I really love this.
So
This was the one, wasn't it?
Yep, in the last tournament. So he's got a cue ball that's going to be balanced on a piece of chalk on the second diamond line. You shoot the cue ball off the chalk over the combination, hit the rail, come back, and split the balls. Saw Mike Massey hitting this shot earlier. I think he hit it a little too hard, hit the rail, and bounced up in the air like 3 feet.
When we saw the master, the reigning champion, trying this shot, he was going very, very high with the cue ball, and it was doing a lot of bouncing. So it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, he's going similar. Good pace. Oh,
just a hair off. He needs to aim just a little more to that side. But yeah, good pace. And as you notice, he didn't go too high on that. It was just enough to get over the balls.
Yeah, very important part of this shot. And of course, you can't get any unwanted English on the ball either.
Correct. There's some of us that
Otherwise
actually use a break cue for this.
Ah, really?
And if you look, he has no chalk on his tip right there. So that might be a break cue too. This is, oh man.
Oh, so close.
So he went to the other side. So he caught it too thick the first time. Then he went a little too thin. So as Tom would say, just hit it right in the middle now.
Yeah, a bit like darts, isn't it? One above the treble, one below the treble, and then the third one right in the treble.
All right, here we go. Come on, Dan. Yeah, still he over-adjusted back again.
To the other side.
Wow. Well, that concludes Trick and Fancy and Special Arts for the entire tournament. So we'll get some results up there if you follow our website, WPA-APD.org. We'll get that up here shortly, but Railbirds will have it before the next round. Congratulations, Jamie Moody, 75 in a round. That is awesome.
Yeah, and we will be back for our next round at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's about 2.5 hours from now. So you guys sure to be subscribed so that you get notified when we go live. And what round is that going to be? This not going to be Special Arts. What is it going to be?
That's going to be Draw and Follow.
Draw and Follow. All right, lots of fun. And we're going to have you and Venom and Anthony.
Yep.
All right. You guys don't want to miss that. It's going to be a good one. So I'm Kevin Ross along with Brian Pauly, Mark White. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys then.
Mark, it was a blast. Thank you very much.
See you guys.
Thanks, Brian.